Appetite for Destruction, or Chapter 1. November 2004. The closest I came to rock stardom was on November 2nd, 2004. As the night began, I stood alone on a sidewalk across the street from a flashing marquee, preparing myself to play a show in front of over 1,000 people. I was 29 and played bass guitar in a punk band that was opening for the punk band Agent Orange and the horror punk legends The Misfits at the Gothic Theater in Englewood, Colorado. In less than 6 years, I had gone from musical incompetent to playing the biggest show of my life, but I still hadn't accomplished everything on my musical checklist. I had arrived 2 hours before the doors officially opened, and there was already a line of about 100 people stretching down the sidewalk beyond a used car dealership. Everyone was dressed in different attire, but was essentially wearing the same uniform: punk band t-shirts, leather jackets with sewn-on patches, and Doc Martens or Converse Chuck Taylor All-Stars. The outfits were completed with piercings, tattoos, and hair colors ranging from black to pink to green to purple. I walked past the crowd, carrying my black guitar case covered in stickers from bands like Pennywise, Rise Against, and Blink-182, and momentarily stopped and glanced at the main entrance. There was a piece of paper taped to the glass door. Tonight's show sold out. I smiled and nodded with approval. Of course the show wasn't sold out because of my band. It was the Misfits that accounted for the majority of ticket sales, but my band was the opener, and that was an achievement, even if it was a small one. "Get me into the show, man!" yelled a guy wearing a Black Flag t-shirt with a 2-foot-high Liberty Spike mohawk. "Sorry, I don't get a guest list tonight," I replied. He raised his hand and extended his middle finger. "Have a good night," I said, as I turned away and walked towards the alley and the back entrance of the Gothic. The Gothic Theater is located at 3263 South Broadway and about a 20-minute bus ride from the state capitol. It opened in 1925 as a silent movie theater and was renovated into a music venue in the late 1980s. It's a medium-sized venue, and bands like Nirvana, the Beastie Boys, and Rage Against the Machine played there before achieving mainstream success and moving on to larger venues. I had played the Gothic at least a dozen times in various bands throughout the years, but all of them were small shows consisting mostly of local bands. At those shows, I was lucky to play in front of 400 or 500 people. On one occasion, I could count almost everyone in my eyesight while playing. There's a certain level of embarrassment in playing in front of 50 people in a venue with a capacity of 1,100. Tonight's show was different from the local ones where I had to beg people to take free tickets to see me play. It had been sold out for weeks. It was for a national band, a touring band, a professional band that earned their income from playing music. For this show, I had friends calling me to beg and barter for tickets. I offered all of them the same response: "I'm lucky that they let me in."